All right, so before we get into the specifics of the assignments that you will have throughout the semester, I want to draw attention to this sentence at the top in bold. It says, to earn credit, all assignments must be turned in as a Word document, so ends in .docx, or PDF, so ends in .pdf, not as images. Excuse me. So throughout the course of the semester, you will be completing assignments and you will be turning them in through Canvas. When you turn in assignments, as you'll see if you haven't already, in videos on Canvas, I'll talk about how you can print out your assignments and then you can complete them, and then you can take photos of them and compile them into a PDF document to submit. Now, you cannot stop short of that and just take the pictures of your assignment and submit those. There are a couple reasons for this. So I want to be clear before I get into the reasons. I want to be clear that every assignment that you turn in, if it requires a submission, must be a Word document or a PDF. So anything that is not a Word document ending in .doc or a .pdf will not be graded, and you will earn a 0 on that assignment. If you turn in all of the images showing your work, they still will not be graded. And again, the reason for this is because, first of all, if you submit multiple images, they are very difficult to get into, to open up. Oftentimes they don't open up well. And also it gets confusing, especially because the naming of images is typically not very clear. So it gets confusing on what image is which, and then I can miss pages and not grade assignments or not grade chunks of assignments because I think I've opened that image or not. It's also because I'm unable to draw on images in Canvas in order to mark things that are incorrect, or give any feedback on anything that's images. And then also, again, images may get lost in the process of submissions. And then even as you're trying to go in and make sure that you have all of the information that you need to submit, it can become very confusing. So I will not accept any images as submissions. All submissions must be compiled either by inserting those images into a Word document or compiling those images and turning it into a PDF. And I do have a very detailed explanation of how to do both of those things on the Canvas introduction videos. All right, so getting into the lecture notes first. Each week you will watch lecture videos on the unit topic. You will be taking notes on these videos as you watch them, and they will be submitted digitally through Canvas. Lecture notes should be comprehensive and legible. Please see the tutorial on using the Genius Scan app on Canvas for an easy way to turn handwritten notes into a PDF. Each week's lecture notes are worth 20 points for a total of 100 points for lecture notes. So again, all of the information that you need in this course will be presented to you through lecture videos. I have the lecture videos posted for each week and each unit. You'll need to watch those lecture videos, and then as you're watching the lecture videos, you will need to take notes on them. I do suggest a mix of those things. I suggest that you watch lecture videos on their own first to kind of get an idea and hear the information and absorb it kind of without worrying about taking notes first. Then I suggest going back in and watching the lecture video again and then taking notes that time. And then really I would suggest doing that a third time, again without notes, or at least not with the intention of writing detailed notes, more so to kind of just solidify that information in your brain and jot down anything that you may have missed the first time that seems important, or to adjust anything you may have written down incorrectly. So I really do suggest that you take the time to do that. Regardless of if you do that or not, each week when you're watching lecture videos, you'll need to take notes on the lecture videos as you watch them, and then you'll need to submit those for your assignment. So again, they need to be comprehensive and legible. So if you choose to type notes, because I know some people prefer to type, if you prefer to type notes, that's fine, and you can submit your document that you create when you're typing your notes. If you prefer to handwrite, like I do, you can handwrite your notes. Just make sure that your handwritten notes are comprehensive, so you're making sure that you get all of the necessary information, but that they are also legible. So make sure that I can read them. I need to be able to follow your thought process, follow your notes to make sure that I give you the score that you deserve. Not only that, I do mention here to see the tutorial on using the Genius Scan app. That's the app that I recommend that you use to compile photos into a PDF. If you have the Canvas app on your smartphone as well, you can, if you have an Apple, you can just directly send it. If you have Android, you can save the file and then upload it to the Canvas app, so you can do it all within your phone. Either way, make sure that the images that you take of any handwritten notes are not blurry. They don't have any shine on them to where you could be missing things. And you want to make sure, as I cover in the tutorial, that they are edited. You want to make sure that you edit them to make sure that they are looking correct so that I can read everything. So oftentimes the app will switch it into a black and white, and sometimes with the shine in the room or the shadow of the phone, it can block out things, and then I won't be able to give you the points because I won't be able to read it.